Hey there, Wargamers. Josh back to bring another Age of Sigmar bat rep. Today I got David White here with me.
Hello.
Of, I was going to say past MiniWarGaming fame, but it's more infamy at this point, I think.
Yeah,
you cheater.
I cheated at just a smidgen.
So today we have put on our most exciting, brightly colored shirts.
With the background to go with it.
This wasn't planned at all. This is probably the most dull-looking intro I think I've ever done.
We should have done it monotone.
Just absolutely.
Just like...
Do you know what? The internet says I'm monotone all the time anyways, so it's okay. Okay, so we are going to be playing 2,000 points AOS. I am going to be playing against the...
Kharadron Overlords.
So I think that's the first time we're going to have them on the channel because you finished painting them before Steve finished painting them.
Hooray!
Huzzah. I don't think that was like too big of a feat though because I think he's just burnt out and trying to figure out how to paint them.
You paint so much.
I know, but have you seen them yet?
No, I haven't.
We'll go look after. And I decided that, you know what, I will finally give the internet what it really truly wants, more Beastclaws.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
I'll never be able to. But yeah, the Studio Beastclaw army is partially done, but you know what? It's done enough for me to start playing it. Cullen's actually feverishly painting the rest of it as we're playing this. So don't be surprised if halfway through the game I just start putting random other models on the board. Let's get to checking out the armies, the board, and the mission. We will start by taking a look here at the Overlords army. Painted in a very specific color scheme.
Yeah, it's the East Camon Company.
I wonder what that's based off of.
Yeah, nobody comment what the real thing is. Okay, so this is two War Scroll Battalions and an Archanaut Admiral who doesn't fit into them yet. So it's the Iron Sky Command, which is the Ironclad, the Endrin Master, which is the guy with the big hammer, the Aether Chemist, which is the guy with the flamethrower looking thing.
Well, you can point to them.
Well, I can. I just was...
You have to go, you gotta go low.
Endrin Master, Aether Chemist, Aether Navigator, and then this unit of Arcanauts, and that's what that is. You get some cool benefits, like they can have these guys die in place of themselves. Okay. And then the other Battalion War Scroll is the Iron Sky Squadron, I think is what it's called, which is the 2 frigates and then the 2 other units of Arcanauts. And then, and the Endrin Riggers, which are the balloon guys over here, they're with the Arcanaut formation as well. Okay. And then the Admiral is separate because he doesn't fit in it. So that gives me some really cool rules like moving and shooting, getting extra shots on the first turn and stuff like that. Okay, funky. And then for Artifacts of Power and Endrin works, so these two, the Frigate and the Arcanaut, that have the blue windows so that you can remember, they have the magical healing hull, so on a 4+ every turn they heal a wound back.
I thought these guys, it's not magic, it's just science.
Well, it depends which ones you ask. Some of them are willing to accept that there's some magic involved, but the other ones just like, no, it's lighter than air gold. Just go with it. It's science.
Okay.
And then this frigate has the special Barrack Ziflin, basically drop ship. I can deploy 9 inches away from you. Okay, so it's the kind of like deep strike sort of rules. And then for the artifacts on my heroes, the Admiral has -1. His rend is 1 better. I can't work out how to say it properly. Like it's -1, but that would make it worse. So it's
his rend is 1 better. Yeah, that makes sense.
His is also that. And then the Aether Chemist has the the Artifact of Power, which makes it so that he hits 1 better. So his flamethrower hits on 3s instead of 4s. And then the Warlord trait for my Admiral, not Warlord trait, I shouldn't say Warlord trait, Command trait, is he gets +1 attack. He has a Grudge Bearer or something is what it's called.
It's okay. I've been calling AP and 40k Rend for the past month.
Do you call it Battle Shock?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's great fun. They're all just use the names interchangeably.
Because it's the same math. So when I go to calculate it, I can't not say Battle Shock each time. So I think Rob's been trying to edit it out for me. Okay, fair warning, guys. Here's the Beastclaw army.
You mean Achtung?
I gotta figure out all the different, common languages warning. So I am playing Beastclaw. It's gonna play them a little different than I have in the past, mostly because not everything's painted up yet. The way I'm running it is I've only got one War Scroll Battalion, and it's one of the small ones. I've got a Skull over in the right-hand corner. So that is the Hunter, as well as I've got the 6 Saber Tusks in one big unit there. They get to all kind of deploy hidden. Nothing too fancy. It's just so I can get the extra artifact. The extra artifact on my Hunter... Oh, what did I take here? It was, well, Peltacharngar, because why would you take anything else? And then moving over to the rest of the army there, I have got 2 units of 4 Mournfang, one with the Gargant Hackers and one with the regular Culling Clubs. In the back there, I have got my other battle line unit, which is a Thundertusk Beast Rider unit. Up front is my Frostlord. He's obviously going to be the general. Went for Everwinter's Master, and again, Peltacharngar, because I don't want him to die. And that is my just about 2,000 points of Beastclaws. This is the table we're playing on today, doing Blood and Glory. You guys are familiar with this. We've got 4 objectives. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's at what? At the end of the third, or on the third battle round if you hold all 4?
Yeah, if you hold all 4, you get an automatic major victory.
And to hold these objectives, you just have to have more models within 6 compared to the enemy. So not a super easy one for the Beastclaws, but at least I've got more models than I normally do, like twice as many, so it should be a little bit easier. And yeah, we're going to get right to deployment and see what we can't do. We have the armies deployed on the board. I have got my first unit of Mournfang there, my Thundertusk, my Stonehorn, as well as my other unit of Mournfang. Now I remember the names of all these right now, but I'm going to forget them because I always forget the Stonehorn. Or see, I just did it. The Thundertusk.
Here, I'm going to demonstrate what I forget me.
Well, I'm consistently bad at remembering names, so it's okay.
Let's see if you know any of the names of my stuff.
Big Boat.
Yeah, that's no.
Balloon Dooters. No, that's the Argonaut. And the...
No, they're all Arcanauts.
That's the... Oh, no, it's not the frigate, is it?
American Civil War. That'll help you remember. It's an ironclad.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said American Civil War. So
yeah, I guess so.
Then engine riggers, not engine riggers.
I didn't say it yet.
I know. But
I was going to say it wrong anyways.
And then that's frigate over there. And the Arcanaut companies are in the transports. The other frigates in not Deep Strike.
In the... Gonna fly out of the sky?
It's higher up. And then all the characters are on the ironclad as well.
Excellent. So that's where everything is deployed, and then obviously my Skull is not on the board right now. They will pop up later. You did finish deploying first, because you had like 3 drops. Who do you want to have go first?
I'd like to go first.
Excellent. So we're going to go on to Overlords turn 1. Before we get started on turn 1, I would like you, sir, to go over the way disembarking and embarking works. Okay. Just because I think it's the first time we've had these guys on the channel at all, so...
Yeah, so it's not too complicated. Disembarking, and I can read it word for word, so then there's no confusion. Any unit that begins its hero phase embarked within an Arcanaut frigate can disembark during the hero phase. It's also the same wording for ironclad, it just says ironclad in place of frigate.
Yep.
When a unit disembarks, set it up so that all models are within 3 inches of the vessel and none are within 3 inches of enemy models. Any disembarking model that cannot be set up this way is slain. When they disembark, they can act normally, including using abilities that can be used in the hero phase for the remainder of the turn. Note that a unit cannot disembark and embark in the same turn. And embarking is kind of the other way around. You move within 3 inches, and then you can get on. But you do it in the...
in the movement phase.
Yeah, the movement phase as opposed to in the hero phase.
Okay, cool.
And only Skyfarers can do it. So if you were doing an Order army and you had, I don't know, like Empire
Free
State troops,
people,
they can't get on board because only dwarves know how to actually get on the skyship.
The keyword kind of stuff. Okay. What happens when one of them gets destroyed with people on board?
You roll a dice for everybody that's on it, and on a 1 they die.
Cool.
But then you basically set them up as if you disembarked.
And there we go. Let's get on to hero phase turn 1. What do we got going on in the hero phase?
Okay, so hero phase, I'm all on board my boat, so I can't really do any of my command abilities. The 8th Navigator, if he wanted, he could summon a storm, but it only affects flying units, so he's not bothering.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my parachute balloon special things, so putting the frigate over
Do we get cooler noise when you put them down?
whoosh. I don't know.
Awesome.
It's magic. It's Aether Gold science, so it probably could go clink, and that's the noise it makes as it descends.
Placing him right there to hold that objective. And then over to your movement.
That's
other boat?
Yep, other boat.
Move up in such a way to be able to hold the objective still.
Yep.
Next, we've got the Endrin Riggers.
Yeah, so they're just going to go up and out of the way so that the Arcanaut Ironclad can
Float over there.
And he's going to actually come back a bit because he just needs to be within 6 inches. So I'm just going to fiddle around with it until he's 6 inches away and far from you.
Final position right there. So that is the end of your movement phase, I believe.
Yeah, and I have nothing in range and I'm not declaring any charges, but I do hold all 3.
Okay, so we hold 3, not all 3. It's all 4.
Well, no, the 3 that I'm close to.
Yeah, I know. So you've got objective here. You've got this objective over here, as well as this one. So you do have the early lead as far as having objectives here, but we are going to move on to Beastclaw's turn 1 and see if I can do something about that. Start of my hero phase, I got to roll on the Everwinter's Blessing. I'm really looking for a 3 or 4, but I'll settle for a 1 or 2. So let's see what I'm going to get. I do get the reroll. Let's see. Nope, I'm definitely not keeping that. I will re-roll it to something better because I can't cause mortal wounds to anything I'm close to if I'm not close to anything. There's the 1. So it will be re-rolling save rolls of 1 across the army. Next in the hero phase I got to take care of, I'm going to set up the skull because I want to see if I can steal some objectives from you. Deciding to set the skull up here in my deployment zone back here, see if I can't go over that to get to that frigate and do some damage to it. Continuing on with my hero phase, he will go ahead and use his command ability to allow me to reroll charges within a bubble around him. And I think that's all I got for my hero phase, so let's get on to my movement. Let's start by having this nice big unit of Mournfang move over this way. If I roll lucky, I might get a charge off on this thing. Actually, I should measure distance first and see. Moving around the rocks there, we figure it's going to be an 11-inch charge for me to make it into combat with you. But I'm willing to try it. Next, we're going to have to go ahead and move that Thunder Tusk. See how I pause because I can remember the name? I got to figure out if I can get easy shots over on this little frigate, or I might try to throw shots there. How many wounds does this thing have?
18.
Ooh. Decide to bring him over this way so he'll be in range to hopefully put some mortal wounds onto the frigate. Next up is going to be my Frost Lord, who is going to go ahead and run. See, I almost said advance. He gets to go an extra 3 inches for a grand total of a 15-inch move. Deciding to bring him up kind of mid-board so he can threaten everything. I figured it's the least cowardly thing for him to do. And the Mournfang here, I will go ahead and run them, so 9 plus another 4 for a 13-inch move. Moving them in such a way to still hold this objective at the end of my turn. But yeah, that is going to be all of the movement for the Beastclaws. Let's go over to shooting. Start off with throwing the Dirty Snowball over at your giant flying ship. That's why I love this game. This works on a 2-up. And it does. 6 mortal wounds. You get the 6-up save because you are... Okay, for these dice, the skull is a 1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But a 6 if I want it to be.
Yeah.
So save 1. So
Take 5 wounds. Put you down to... How many on him?
He's down to 9. Do you want to do a countdown?
Now going to fire the harpoon launcher at you. Hitting on 4s. Wounding you on 3s. It wounds. No rend on this, so you get a 5-up save.
Nope.
Fail it, D3 damage. Take another 2, you're down to 7. Now we're going to move over to the hunter taking a shot, hitting you on 4s with his crossbow. And wounding on 3s. Hey, hey! No rend on this, so a 5-up save.
Fine.
Pass it. No D3 damage for you. That is actually all the shooting in my army that I have range on right now. So we have to go ahead and get over to some charges. I'm going to start by declaring a charge with the Mournfang unit here. You don't have any crazy like Overwatch capability.
Wish.
Yeah. I didn't think so, but you get that smile on your face that I don't trust.
They have mines on them so that if you if you charge them with flyers, they can do more with you, and if you charge this, it does actually have mines that can hit you.
Gotcha. So, Mournfang charge, 3d6 discarding the lowest. I need an 11-inch charge. I don't get it, but I do get to re-roll because of the command ability on my Frost Lord. So, show me big dice. No, 10-inch charge, barely not enough to make it in. Over here now, I'm going to declare a charge with my Hunter. It's going to be a 9-inch charge to make it into combat. Oh, he made it. Hunter charging himself up to there. Now to go for the Frost Sabers. It's, again, a 9-inch charge, but they get +3 to their charge. So technically they need to show a 6 here to make the charge. And they do. Completing my charge like so. That's all the charges to declare for me, so I will pick the Frost Sabers to pile in and swing with first. None of them are base, so they get their 3-inch move. Piling in like so, forming a protective circle around you.
That's not what you're doing, Josh. Do you want to say what you're doing? Because the internet's not going to like it.
I don't know if they're not going to like it.
It has the same disembarking rules as
so you got to be within 3 inches of your transport, but you can't be within 3 inches of me.
So
you might not get to deploy here, but if I blow you up.
Yeah.
So let's swing with the cats. There's 6 of them there, and they get 3 attacks each. I've got my 18 attacks here, hitting you on 4s. Pretty solid. Pretty solid amount of hits. Now I'm going to wound you on 3s, rerolling 1s because I'm charging Beastclaws. So I get to reroll the 2 1s here. Nice. Everything but 1 wounds. Looks like you got about 9 saves to make with a -1 rend. Looking for 6-ups. And yeah, not enough.
And I'm not going to even...
Yeah, you won't be able to deploy anybody because of how I got you.
Well, I could probably deploy a guy up there.
It's true, I guess.
But... So there's no point rolling the dice to see if they get killed because they all die because there's no space for them to go.
First blood!
There's no first blood!
Sure there is. And that, I do believe, is all that I've got for the Beastclaws here. You can go ahead and remove that token. That's back to being my objective. So at the end of my turn, I have objective number 4 here and objective number 3. And we need to move on to rolling to see who gets priority in the second turn. We're going to roll for priority. I'm rolling the white die, and you got one of the red ones. So let's see who's going to go. I'm getting a 6. We're going to go on to Beastclaw Raiders, turn 2. Overwhelming. Start of the hero phase here for the Beastclaw Raiders. We're going to go ahead and roll on the Everwinter's Blessing table, see what we've got. The Storm says, again, I don't want it to 6, because I'm not engaged with anybody. So I'm going to re-roll that with the General's ability. And we're on to the 4, so everybody's going to get a 3-inch out of sequence move here. That is the movement for the Everwinter's Blessing. Everybody moving up a little bit. He's going to activate his command ability to reroll charges, and we're going to go right over to my movement phase. Movement will start off with my Frost Lord. He is going to go ahead and run 12 plus another 5 for a 17-inch move.
I'm glad I brought the Kharadron separate.
Well, he moved pretty fast. Next, we have the other Mournfang unit move up the board. Up they go over this way. We're going to have this other unit of Mournfang move towards this frigate. Decided to move them up and just move up the Thunder Tusk right behind him. I remembered his name that time. Next, we're going to go Hunter. He is going to advance. He gets to go an extra 6 inches. Move him up to right there. We're going to have the cats follow up behind him, just doing a regular move. Moving them up to right there, getting them in position. Let's get over to my shooting phase. We're going to start with throwing a dirty snowball at the frigate again. This hits you on a 2-up. And it does. 6 mortal wounds. You're down to
8. Game that uses one set of dice.
No, you use the D12. Next, we're going to have the Hunter throw his spear at you. This is going to hit you on a 4. No, he missed.
Does he hit himself?
No. Unfortunately for you, he does not. Do also kind of point out that I forgot to shoot with the harpoon launcher, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. The bear trap's not in range, but the harpoon launcher hitting you on a 4. See, it missed too. I've got my pistol. the best upgrade on a Mornfang unit ever from the unit leader there. He's going to hit on a 4. I missed as well. That is it for shooting, so let's get on to charges. We are going to start by having my unit of Mornfang here charge, rolling 3d6, discarding the lowest, and they get to make a 6-inch charge. That should make it in. Completing their charge right there. Next we're going to go ahead and have the unit of cats charge as well, so +3 to this.
Don't you want to...
Their charge distance will be... okay, they only get to go 7 inches. Not to get into combat, at least. Forget that I get to try to cause mortal wounds on the charge with the Mornfang there. So on a 4, you're going to take a mortal wound. Yeah, down to 7. Now let's go over here to declare some charges with my Frostlord into your big giant airship. 2d6-inch charge. Yep, he'll keep that and make a 9-inch charge. Completing my charge to right there. Now you've got the crazy little bombs you can throw at me, right?
It's just on a 4+, you take D3 mortal wounds.
Hey?
No.
Oh. I do d6 mortal wounds on the charge. How many will that be? 2. 2 mortal wounds, so you're down to 16 on him?
16.
Charge the second group of Mornfang into your... Which one's this one again?
This is the Ironclad.
The Ironclad, right. It's going to be a 10-inch charge for me to make it in. Rolling 3 dice, discarding the lowest. And 8 inches will not make it in, but I did keep the Frostlord close enough for the reroll to charge. Survey says... I'm not making it in. On to combat. I will choose to resolve with my Frostlord first. Start off by swinging the Frost Spear at you. These are going to hit you on 3s. Okay, everything hits. I am going to be wounding you on 3s, rerolling 1s because I'm a charging Beastclaw. Reroll the 1 miss. Okay, so that's 3 wounding hits with a -1 rend. You get a 5-up save out of that.
Yep.
Passing nothing, that's 9 damage total, so you're down to 7. We have the Stonehorn's horns now. They are going to hit you on 4s. Again, getting more hits than I should. That is a grand total of 4 hits. I will be wounding you on 3s with this. Rerolling 1s. Everything wounded. You have 6-up saves.
Dead.
Yeah, 3 damage a pop. He is going to die, but I did not surround you, so you will be able to jump out.
Yes.
Wait a second, you gotta roll for everybody to see if they die when the
So,
skyship explodes.
On a 1, he's fine. Fine. Admiral, dead.
Off the table.
He's fine.
And
These
then
guys are fine. And then
the unit of 10.
So Sergeant, fine. The Skyhook. Sorry, that's the Sky. Well, this gun's dead. It's not the Skyhook, but
The one you pointed to.
yeah, that's dead. And then the Aether Cannon is fine. And then there's
Another
6
6.
other guys. They're all fine. Unit.
Alright, yeah, those guns didn't have to die. So
Okay.
you can take it 2 regular guys, put the guns back in. 'Cause it's your choice of from the unit what dies.
I just was doing it randomized, but the Admiral does die because he's a unit by himself, so he has to pick himself.
And we have various bite-sized dwarves falling from the sky, landing just like this. Moo. Time for you to choose a unit to pile in and swing with. I assume you're going to be picking... Well, I guess this is the only option for you. Because the other guys had to be more than 3 away. Go get him, Bodie McBoatface.
No, it's called... That one's the Azul.
No, Bodie McBoatface.
No, they're called that. They are.
7 wounds left, so you get, what, 3 attacks?
Yep.
Hitting on.
4s and 4s.
See what you got. 1 hit. Fails wound.
That was a great combat phase.
Oh, it's not over yet. It's not ogre yet. Piling in the ogres here, got 3 able to swing into you with the clubs. We will start off with the clubs on the ogres swinging in. I'm hitting you on 4s. Getting a fair amount of hits. Yep, slightly above average. And I'm wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Because charging beast claws. Okay, only 2 wounding hits. You get, what, a 5-up save, I think, though?
No rend?
No rend. Pass 1, fail 1, so that's 2 damage, you're down to 5 remaining. And then the Mornfang swing. the Mournfang now, trying to see if they can destroy the boat. I'm going to be hitting you on 4s again. Solid roll. These wound you on 3s. Are we rolling 1s? No 1s to reroll. But there is a -1 rend, so you got 5 saves to make. You got to roll a single 6 up here. I believe in you. Oh, you made a single one. Okay, you're down to 1 wound remaining. Which means the cats get to pile in. Able to get 4 of the cats in, able to swing here. Same thing, gonna hit you on 4s. They didn't do as good, but they don't need to. These are winning you on 3s now. And rerolling 1s because charging Beastclaws. And you have got 6 up saves to make.
Watch this.
I don't know the numbers on this, but I think you can do it. Go, Gadget. Oh! No, there's a fail. There's more fails. You passed 2. That's pretty good. That's better than average.
Okay, now, they have to get out.
Now, we measured it out, and you do
I'll
have...
just visually demonstrate. They can go in this box.
Yeah.
All 10 of them, but I have to roll to see if they all die anyway.
Okay. I'm going to roll the 10d6. You're looking for 1.
So 4 died anyway.
5. Is it 5?
Oh.
It's only 4. Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, only 2 can actually get out of the thing anyway, so...
So 4 were killed in the explosion, 4 were killed by being eaten by the cats, and then 2 got out.
Yeah, and they'll be put down.
Jumping off the boat there.
Battle shock. I lost 8 guys. My bravery is 6.
Oh. I guess those guys aren't there.
Oh look! Bye-bye!
Also, battle shock test over here. You lost 2, so you're down to bravery 4 essentially. And 2 more are gonna flee. Oh, yeah, they don't get the reroll or anything crazy like that, do they?
Nope.
At the end of the turn, I am close enough to grab that objective. And we're gonna go on to Overlords, turn 2.
Underlords at this point.
Alrighty, hero phase. What do you got for me?
No hero abilities because they're all the guy who does died.
Oh.
And he can make a storm, but it only affects flying people, so he's not going to do that either. So
I guess it's the movement phase.
They're all going to go.
Just get nice and close and see if you can kill my general.
Something to that effect.
The Endrin Rigger is going to fly down. Moving to there. Moving the hero.
No, he doesn't want to be in combat with you.
Does anybody want to be in combat with me?
No, but... 8th Chemist, the statue in your face, is going to Aetheric augment the guys, which means all their ranged weapons are there. +1 attack.
Ooh, okay, cool.
It's just one kind actually, so it'll be their pistols.
Okay, so the pistols get an extra attack each?
Yeah. So I'm going to do the Aether Chemist's Aether Flamethrower thingy, so it's 3d6.
3d6 shots?
3d6 shots.
Okay, into the... You get 8 of them total?
Yep. So I'm hitting on 3s because I have the improved to hitting with this one.
Okay. It's like a relic or something, right?
Yeah, the hero thingy. Come on, what's under here?
What was it?
It's
that was a
4.
hit. So you hit with 3 of them.
And
Statistical, when you roll 8 dice hitting on 3s, you're only supposed to get 3 hits. 1 wound.
-2 rend.
So I go to, what, a 5 up save, I believe? And I rolled a 6.
He's going to shoot his ranging pistol, the Aether Navigator, into him. 2 shots.
Hitting on.
3s, so 1 hit. Winning on 4s.
Fails to wound. What do we got next?
The Endrin Master is going to Gaze of Grugny, so he's basically laser beaming you with his eye lasers. 1 attack, hitting on a 3, winning on a 2. So a hit.
Wound on a 2.
Winning on a 2. Wounds.
Does wound
-1 rend, and then it's D3 damage.
Okay, so this is, I'm looking for a 4 up. Oh, failed it with a 2. How much damage are you going to do?
D3.
And so 1. Yeah, I would have done 1 anyways, no matter what.
No, if I rolled a 3, I would have done 2.
True.
Yeah.
I'm cheating.
You are.
Puts the Frost Lord down to 12 wounds remaining.
I did it.
You did a thing!
Okay, and I'm gonna shoot these guys into here.
The riggers?
Yep, the engine riggers, so I'm gonna shoot my drill cannon first, and it's on a 4. Nope.
That's a big old miss.
Then I'm gonna shoot my rapid fire rivet gun. I'm shooting you with a nail gun. 1 hit.
Wounding me on?
When you're on 4s, -1 rend. Nope.
Oh, they're not very good.
And then I have a machine gun.
What's the machine gun do?
It's 6 attacks, 4s and 4s, -1 rend, 1 damage.
Okay. 4s to hit. You get a grand total of 2 hits. Again, very average dice rolls here. 4s to wound. Oh, you get 2 wounds. -1 rend.
Yes.
I get 4 up saves. Pass 1, fail 1, so I'm down to 11 wounds remaining. It's working. What do we got next?
Shooting the Arcanaut Company. I'm going to do the company captain, which is that guy. So he has the flare pistol, which is still an Arcanaut pistol, but it wounds 1 better.
Okay.
But he gets his extra attack because it's still a pistol.
3 shots hitting me on, or 4 shots.
You on 4s.
The 1 hit, and then what are you wounding me on?
Wounding you on 3s because it's the special one.
Wounds would have wounded me anyways. What's the rend?
No rend, 1 damage.
3 up save. Nope, fail it. Well, then you gotta do the rest of the unit.
Okay, so we got 1 wound of it.
Next, we've got the Sky Hook.
Which is that one there.
Okay.
So 1 attack, hitting on a 4. Hits, wounds on a 3. Wounds, rend -2, D3 damage.
The -2 is going to put me at a 5 up save, which I will fail with a 4, D3 more damage.
So we're up to 3.
Aether Cannon now. How many shots?
Sorry, it's automatic volley gun, I should say, not
Okay.
the cannon, but 6 on 5s.
Okay, rolling pretty well. We got 3 hits.
Wounding on 4s, -1 rend.
That was a terrible roll. There was a 2 over there and a 1. -1 rend puts me to a 4 up save, which I'll pass. Then you have 2 pistols left. They get an extra shot each, right?
Yeah.
So 6 shots?
Total.
Hitting me on?
Hitting you on 4s, wounding you on 4s, then no rend.
Only getting 2 hits out of the bunch.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
I wish I hit on 3s. And then 4s. It's 2.
And no rend?
No rend.
So 3 up save. Pass 1, fail 1. How much damage did you do total there from that unit? So I'm going to take 2 and go down to 9. Yeah. Time to declare some charges, sir.
Yes. So, they're going.
The Endrin Riggers.
Endrin Riggers.
They're definitely going to make it into combat.
You're going to go back here, get your dice out of the way.
How rude. Getting them all in like that. Next we have the Arcanaut Company.
12.
Look at you spiking dice.
Oh, yeah.
For days.
You can go behind.
Completing their charge like so. Characters?
The Endrin Master, going 9, so he's in, and I'll roll the 8th Chemist. 6 he's in too.
And the start of the combat, you get to do something crazy. What is it?
The atmospheric isolation of the 8th Chemist. So when you do this, enemy models in 3 inches of him reduce each of their attacks characteristics by 1 to a minimum of 1.
Okay, cool. Which unit do you want to have swing first?
I want to have the Endrin Master going with the big hammer, so he's going to see if he can supercharge himself. So I roll dice on a 3+, I do.
Okay.
And on a 1, I take a mortal wound. So he's supercharged, so his damage is now 3 instead of D3.
Cool. You get 3 swings hitting me on.
Hitting you on 3s.
Okay. 3 hits, wounding me on.
3s. So 2, and it's -2 rend because he has the hammer with extra rend on it.
Okay, so I get a 5 up save. And pass them both. Huzzah. Now, I get to pick, so I guess I'm going to pick my Frost Lord. And let's figure out where all of the attacks are going. I will put the spear into the character that didn't swing yet. We are going to put the horns into these little guys here. And we'll put the stomps, like the beast attacks, into these guys. I don't know where the rest are going to go. The rest are going to go into the character that already swung. The punches and kicks. Swinging now down into the Aether Chemist with the Frost Spear. So I only get 3 attacks, but hitting on 3s. Everything hits. I'm going to wound you on 3s. Only 1 wounding hit, but it is a -1 rend. What's your save at?
It goes 2/5 up. Hey.
He's fine. Now we're going to do the Stonehorn's horn attacks over into your Arcanaut Company. So I get 4 attacks now, because you are giving me the penalty and I'm down a level. Hitting on 4s. Only 1 hit, and I'm wounding you on 3. Fails to wound. 2 attacks with the punches and kicks into the... It's the Endrin Master?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm hitting you on 3s, wounding you on 3s. Come on. There's 1 wounding hit. No rend to it, though. You get a 4-up save on him. Pass it. And last, we've got the Crushing Hooves down onto these guys. D6 -1 attacks. So he's going to get 3 attacks into the Endrin Riggers. I am looking for 3s to hit, 3s to wound. So we've got 2 hits so far. No wounding hits. Okay, I didn't do any damage with him. Except for, yeah, no damage.
So I'm just going to do all mine, so I'll do the Aether Chemist first.
Okay.
He's hitting you with his heavy instruments on 4s and 4s.
That's 1 hit. There's a wound.
No render.
No render or anything like that, so 3-up save. Fail it.
Just go bashed.
How much damage is it?
1.
Okay, so he's down to 8. You're going to kill this thing. Next, what do you got?
I'm going to do the Endrin Riggers.
Okay.
So there's 2 gun butts in there, and then an Aethematic Saw. So I will do the gun butts first.
Alright, so 2 swings.
These are 4s and 5s.
1 hit.
1 wound. No rend or anything, 1 damage.
3-up. He's okay there. And then we've got the saw.
Yeah, saws do 2 attacks instead of 1 because it's on the Mizzen Master. So they hit on the 3s.
Okay, and wound me on.
2s.
It does wound. AP.
-2.
So I go to a 5-up save. Pass it. We have to swing with the Arcanaut Company now.
Okay, so I'll do the Sky Hook.
Okay, what do you hit me on?
Sky Pike, which is 4s and 4s.
Alright. 1 swing.
1
And
wound.
It does wound. What's
-1 rend.
Okay, so I go to a 4-up save. Pass it.
Then we got the gun butts.
Hitting on.
4s.
Wounding on 4s.
On 5s.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Doesn't wound. And then you've got the swords.
4 swords. There's 2 guys there, and then the not the Mizzen Master, the company captain gets an extra attack with his sword.
Okay.
So these are hitting on 4s.
Everything hits. Wounding me on
4s. And no rend.
3 wounding hits. I get 3-up armor saves. Pass them all. I don't want to die either. That marks the end of turn 2. We got to roll off for priority for turn 3. See who's going to go first. Each of us throwing a d6 here. You got a 5 to my 1. Your choice, sir.
I'm gonna go.
Good.
Bye.
Hero phase, nothing to do?
No, nothing in the hero phase, but I will go straight into my shooting phase.
Okay, no movement.
No.
Right to shooting.
So he's gonna augment the pistols on those guys again so they get extra shots.
Okay.
And then he's gonna go and shoot his flamer. 8 again.
These are all going to hit on 3s. Okay, it's a little bit of a better roll. You finally got some hits.
Mooning on 4s.
Yep. That's trash.
Nice to rend though.
-2. Puts me to a 5-up. I fail it. How much damage is it? 1?
1 damage, yeah.
He's down to 7. You're chipping away at him. Ranging pistol up here now, putting shots in.
On 3s.
1 hit. Wounding on 4s.
It's a wound.
Same thing. I get my 3-up save. Passed it.
The Gaze of Grugny is his eye lasers.
Okay.
On a 3. Hits. On a 2. Wounds. Rend -1. Yes.
Puts me to a 4-up. And to pass it. Yeah. Gonna move over to the balloon guys.
Yeah. Do the drill gun. So 4s to hit. Hits. And then 3s.
It wounds.
It's -3 rend. on the drills game.
-3, 6-up save. Ready?
Yeah.
Huh. Passed it. What do you have next?
I have the automatic volley gun.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s. That's
You got another hit. Yep. Perfectly
on
average
4s.
dice rolls for you. There we go.
Right.
That was a 2.
Let's do the nail gun at you. 3s. 3
This is
attacks.
going to do all the damage.
3.
Maybe not. Is it hitting on 3s or 4s?
Hits on 3s.
Okay.
Wounds on 4s. They're better aims with their nail guns.
It did wound me. I got a 3-up save. Oh, I made that one too.
So I'm gonna do the automatic volley gun.
See if this one does any better.
Hits on 5s though now.
Oh. Okay, you got 2 hits at least.
What do you want 4s?
Didn't do any better. Definitely not better. 1 shot with the sky hook.
On 4s? Nope. Let's do the special pistol of the company captain. So
Okay.
he gets an extra attack. Ooh, he hits with everything.
And then wounds me on...
Would you on 3s because it's the other one?
Okay. This is the special pistol.
Yeah.
3 wounding hits.
My extra attack for
Yeah.
the...
And throw it in there.
It does not hit, so...
So we got 3 wounding hits. What's the... It's...
No rend.
one? No, no rend. 3 ups. I failed 1. That's 1. 6 pistol shots from the rest.
Or both of them.
Well, that's still the rest. You go with 3 hits out of that. Wounding on 4s.
Yep, no rend. Just 1.
And doesn't matter because I'm only gonna take the 1 damage anyways from the unit. Here, do you want to roll
Yes,
it?
I do.
Okay, I passed it. So I take 1
damage, which means my 1 damage counted for more.
Jumping back a second, you're gonna use your footnote, which is what?
There's no trading with some people, namely ogres. Every time I can spend the card, so I can't do it again, and I can roll a d3 and do that extra in mortal wounds.
Okay, so an extra D3 mortal wounds.
So I get 2 extra.
Wasn't that just fancy? That gets lumped in with the other attack. So technically that unit did 4 wounds, which gets halved to 2. I take 1 more. So he's at 5. You're getting there, big guy. On to combat now. You're going to swing with the Engine Master
At
first.
the start of the combat, the 8th chemist reduces our attacks to 1.
Yeah.
But then he, because that's at the start of the combat phase. But then I'm picking the entry master to go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
You going to try to supercharge him?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, not thank you.
Take some mortal wound. How many is he at?
He has 5 wounds.
So he's down to 4?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so he's down to 4 wounds remaining, and then he's going to swing in now, hitting on what, 3s?
3s.
Okay, 2 hits. Wound me on 3s.
2 wounds.
With a -2.
2 rend.
Okay, so I go to a 5-up save. Pass 1, fail 1, 3 damage.
D3 damage because he's not supercharged.
Oh, right.
So just 1.
So he goes down to 4 wounds. What I'm going to do is go ahead and put the Frost Lord spears into the Arcanaut Company and everything else into the Endrin Riggers. 3 spears into the Arcanaut Company, hitting on 3s. And then I'm going to wound you on 3s. That is only 1 wounding hit with a -1 rend. Puts you at what save?
6-up save.
Okay, let's see what you got. Failed it. You're going to take 3 damage. Leaving 3 in the unit. And now for all the swings down into the little balloon guys. Going to go ahead and swing with the Stonehorn's horns. I get 3 attacks still. I'm going to hit you on 4s, wound you on 3s. 2 hits. Come on, show me 3s. 2 wounding hits, and this is at a -2 rend. So what's their save go to?
Theirs is a 4-up save regularly.
So it goes to a 6-up.
No.
Failing both. 3 damage a swing, so that's 6 damage. There they go. Huzzah. That leaves you with 2 choices left to swing with.
4s and 4s. I'm going to bash you.
Oh, he hit once. He didn't wound
No.
though.
Then I'm going to do the Sky Pike, and then I'll do the other attacks. With
Okay.
So these are on 4s. and
1 swing with the Sky Pike.
Pretty sure it's on 3s to wound.
Never mind, it's 4s to wound.
I lied to everybody again.
Again?
Yeah.
Zinch game all over again.
I was waiting for that.
You get the sword swings now. You got what, 3 total?
Yeah, it should be 3. Yes.
4s and 4s?
Yep.
That is 2 hits.
That's 4.
Well, it looks like I'm okay. Battle shock here, you lost 3, so you're down to bravery 3. Oh, they're fine. They're sticking in there. And that is the end of your turn. We're going to move on to Beastclaw's turn 3. Time to roll on the Everwinter table here. What's it going to be? It's funny, but I'm not going to keep it.
Why?
The D6 mortal wounds, because I'm not going to roll more 6s.
What? You can...
Actually,
what else are you going to use?
I don't know. The reroll armor saves a 1.
Oh, you...
Okay, fine. D6 mortal wounds on him on a 6-up. Okay. That fella. No. And then last on the Arcanaut Company. No. See? Useless. 4 up for the Pelt Charngar to heal me D3 wounds. No, so it only heals me 1. I go to 5 wounds now. And he will use his command ability to allow rerolls of charges close by to him. We're going to make this real simple. I'm going to go ahead and... These guys are all definitely going to be running. I'm going to measure distance on him to see if he's going to shoot, and these guys will just move up. Thunder Tusk as well as the Mournfang moved up. We're going to roll some advances now. So in this unit of Mournfang over here, they are going to go an extra inch for a 10-inch move. Good job, guys. Ending up right there. The unit of Cats will go an extra 2 inches for an 11-inch move, and the Hunter, let's just roll him now. An extra 6 for a 12-inch move, because he's still super fast for some reason. That's what it looks like at the end of the move there. We got to go over to shooting Dirty Snowball at, what's that character's name?
I'm not telling you.
On 2 up. Oh, 6 more wounds.
I'm not telling you. He's going to a better place now.
I just stabbed myself. That really hurt.
Trying to destroy all my guys.
Oh, I didn't see the spear. That's what I get for looking through the view screen.
I'll learn you. That's justice right there.
Then the harpoon into your other character there. I'm going to be hitting him on a 4. Nope, that missed. Let's go with the pistol into your character now. Hitting on 4. Wound you on a 3. It definitely does wound. -1 rend. So you go to a, what, a 4-up save on him?
Yes. No.
Fail it, so it will be D3 damage. For 3 damage, he's down to 1. Because I needed that. Time to roll some charges, so let's roll a charge for the unit of Mournfang right here. How far are they going to go? Do I reroll the whole thing? I should get better than this. Do I need better? No, I don't need better than this. That's good enough. Complete the move. A little bit of wobbly model going on for these guys. So we got to see with the impact attacks if they're able to kill him off. I'm looking for a single 4 up here. I get 2 tries to do mortal wound to him. Yep. One of the cows kicks him on the way in. Moo. And then I've got 2 chances here for mortal wounds, 4-ups. And didn't get any of them. So we're going to go right on to combat where the Mournfang pile in and swing. And piling in, getting ready to swing with everybody. Kind of a sloppy piling because the models are falling all over the place, but we know where they're at. We are going to swing starting off with the Gargant Hackers, hitting on 4s. Only got 3 hits out of the bunch. I am wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s though, because I charged. Reroll those 1s. Okay, that's 2 wounding hits. Rend -1.
6 ups?
Failing both. They are 3 damage a swing.
Oh, so one of them would have killed them.
Yeah.
But when they die, they explode and kill all ogres in a 6x4 radius around them.
Now, at the end of turn 3...
I'm gonna let Josh win here. I know that I've got him on the ropes.
You...
Like, he's fallen into my trap. So I'm gonna let him win now. Because this comes off him, by the way, if nobody noticed that.
Yeah, I take that objective because I'm within 6.
Yeah, and then I win.
In certain ways you do, sir. In certain ways you do. Good game. Awkward left-handed handshake. Let's set some models up and do a post-game. Well, it is time for a little post-game chat.
I got it down to 5 wounds.
Yeah, you almost killed it. So, what do you think? What went wrong for the Overlords there?
Well, I'm pretty sure that the biggest thing is the ease at which you can prevent my guys from getting out of their transports.
Yeah.
And then they all die. As was demonstrated twice.
Yes, that is true. Almost thrice, but I failed that charge.
Yeah.
So that's definitely kind of, yeah, because having to be 3 inches away from enemy models when you get out, yeah, it's not kind.
No, it's not kind. But the other problem I have is, especially, well, probably actually exclusively with the Beastclaws, I don't have particularly long range. My shooting range is...
It's pretty much my threat range, right?
It's under your threat range. Like, it's really short range. I have 18-inch range on my frigates, and I do have 24-inch range on my ironclad, so it can stay a bit further away, but
Okay.
not really from the Stonehorn, and as everyone saw, the Stonehorn can easily
Eat
one shot a 16 wound, an 18 wound thing, so it's not the best.
So, yeah, hindsight, obviously, okay, the double turn I think is what did it, which, if I didn't have that, at least you would have had some shooting and been able to weaken me a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the double turn did you in. But that's Age of Sigmar, guys. Hindsight being 2020, would you have done anything differently on your first turn?
I probably wouldn't have actually tried to get that objective,
Yeah.
but I don't think it would have actually made any difference, because that actually spread your army out more.
Okay, yeah.
So, I don't actually think that it would have helped the situation if I'd put everything closer together. I mean, maybe putting the guys outside of the transports to start with, but I don't think that necessarily would have helped either, because they're 5-up saves. You guys eat through them.
That's true.
So they're way safer in them. So, I mean, I have, the small gunships as well that I'm going to get painted up at some point, and I want to get more balloon guys, which will probably help against stuff like this, but...
As it stands right now, it was kind of rough.
Yeah.
No, we talked at the beginning of the game, because I don't know the Kharadrons at all. You figured you had a pretty good shot.
Well, I thought that basically what I would try and do is I would fly around and put enough damage on your guys through shooting that I can deal with them in combat. Because I can fight in combat, I'm not horrible.
Considering how much of your army I killed, you did a ton of damage to my Frost Lord.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about not being in combat, but I needed to actually take it down considerably more before I...
Yeah, you needed to kind of weaken me first, and the Beastclaws are still very alpha strikey.
Yes, and that's kind of what happened, especially with the double turn. And
yeah, the double turn
all
is
three
what
of my
did
ships.
it. I mean, I got some lucky charges with the cats, and that kind of really didn't help.
Yeah.
But then getting the turn after kind of just sealed the deal.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't in a great position. You could have started to pepper me with shots if you had to go first in the second battle round, but
my shooting's not effective against what it needs. It wouldn't have... My cannons wouldn't do very much against the Stonehorn because they're one shot, hitting on 4s.
Okay, yeah. Then wounding on 2s?
Wounding on 2s and doing d6 damage, but they're hitting on 4s, so I would only reliably have one of those cannons hit you.
Gotcha.
Which, that's d6, chances are I roll 3 or 4, and then you have it, so I'm doing 2 wounds with that. And that's my big shooting, so...
Okay. And then, if you're in range to shoot me, because your cannons are 24-inch range?
Well, only on the big one. All the other ones, it's 18.
Oh, yeah, so you're definitely,
Yeah, so
you're getting charged.
And you outrange me with the...
Because I think it's a 15-inch move average on the Frostlord and Stonehorn. If he's undamaged, right? Because I'm going to get to go the extra 3.5 inches on average for dice rolls for the run, plus my 12. Yeah. And then he rerolls charges, so...
And then the Thunder
Tusk,
with its snowball is I have an 18-inch range hitting on a 4, damaging on a 2, d6 wounds, rend -3 cannon, and yours is an 18-inch range hitting on a 2, doing d6 mortal wounds,
or just 6 mortal wounds.
6 mortal wounds if you're not wounded.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to win that shooting game.
You know what? I still go back to because I don't follow the meta a ton, but I think the meta for Beastclaws is still going to be the 4 Thunder Tusk list.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Not my playstyle. I like charging stuff.
They outshoot the shooty element.
They did. They did. Viewers, I don't know what to tell you other than that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, any rules mistakes that were pointed out, feel free to leave some comments in the comment section. Or if you aren't sure, feel free to ask. You can either put it in the comment section, either of the website or on YouTube. Doesn't matter much either way. Or you can shoot me an email, josh@miniwargaming.com. Either way, guy, thanks for tuning in. Keep being awesome. And as always, happy wargaming. Vault members, go ahead and click the link below to check out the next game. It's going to be myself playing my buddy Dan. I'll run my Stormcast. Dan is going to run the Tzeentch forces. 2,000 points, check it out. If you're not a Vault member, you can check out the link below anyways. It'll take you to a 7-day free trial. You get to check out this game as well as every other game we have in the Vault. Everything we do in pairs. So it's twice as much content, as well as you get full access to Chris and Janine's painting tips and tricks, and all sorts of fun behind-the-scenes stuff. Check it out, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep being awesome, and as always, happy wargaming.